Hey, everybody. Hey, some of you may recognize that little tune. If you do, let us know what you think it is. Well, it's Monday, y'all. Isn't it Monday? It's Monday, everybody. It's Monday. Made it to Monday. Let's talk about your weekend. Did you get your 1 hour of continuous cardio out there? Let me see a show of hands. Let me look out there into Facebook land. Oh, yes. I see you out there. Well, way to go with that. About you guys out there in Facebook land, unless you say something, I don't know that you're there. So on Friday afternoon, Friday evening, I get a message from a long ago boot camper. And long ago, we're talking about the early 2000s. And I hadn't seen her since then. Casey, if you're out there, I'm talking about you. And so she moved off to, can I say that you moved off to Potts Camp, Mississippi? She moved off to Potts Camp, Mississippi. And that was a number of years ago. And so Friday I get a message from Casey saying that she has been one of those that she and her daughter have been in the shadows, lurking and watching and participating, and moreover, she wanted to make sure that she could send me some money. Yes, so let me just say thank you. Yeah. So let me say thank you to those that are supporting what we're doing and what I'm attempting to do, like, you know, pay the bills and eat, stuff like that. And so thank you for that. She asked me how much money to send, and I've told her I didn't really know where that people have paid by the session, or they've donated by the session. Usually I think that was like $10, and then people have gone on all the way up to paying for a whole year of boot camp.
Wow.
And so I probably shouldn't have.
Under any obligation.
Yeah. That's right. I'm strictly talking about people's generosity. You're under no obligation to do that. If you want to steal from me, if you want to be a freeloader, stealing from the man, no, but let me say thank you not only to Casey, but to so many of you who have made donations through Venmo and PayPal and Patreon and fistfuls of loose change thrown in the front yard as you drive by.
I do have a question, though.
Oh, man. I always forget. Hey, everybody, I'm Sergeant Tony, or I'm Elvis. That was the Elvis introduction that you just heard. Okay.
Would you like to say good morning?
Let me say good morning to somebody.
The first person whose name showed up who said good morning, Catherine Spedling.
Catherine over in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
And we have Rebecca Marshall.
Hey, good morning, Rebecca. And
She's in a different state.
Rebecca's in Ohio, and Rebecca and Casey, as Casey called her on Rebecca. Casey and
She said Casey out loud.
Casey and Nicole and Rebecca were three ladies who came from work. I think it was Catherine's. Weren't you guys working for Catherine's?
I never got to
Marshall? Rebecca Marshall, was that it? Catherine's? I think it was. Okay.
We also have Angela Edmonds, who knew it was Elvis. She said Elvis is in the building.
Elvis is in the building. That's right.
We have Orly Weiser-Pike.
Morning, Dr. Orley. Good morning to you.
We have Dory.
Oh, Dory, look at...
Dr. Dory.
Hello, Dr. Dory. All these doctors. Is Dr. Tate Keller out there, too?
He is.
Dr. Tate, Dr. Orley, Dr. Dory. Man, Doctor, give me the news. I gotta... Okay.
Tonette Sewell-Baker.
Hey, T.
Who said good morning, even gave us a little bit of sunshine.
All the way from Mississippi.
That's right. And we have the
The wiener dog.
And Rebecca said yes from Catherine.
Okay. I thought I remembered right. Okay.
And everybody should like and share. They can share it on their page and people can work out with this.
You can like and share, and you can also go to YouTube and subscribe and click on the little bell icon. It doesn't cost anything, those of you that are not familiar with YouTube. And up until the quarantine, I had all I did for YouTube was to watch silly videos and music videos and so forth. I didn't really know what all. I had no idea about putting together a YouTube channel.
We also have Katie Gooden-Baker, who's watching, who said she worked at Catherine's too.
That's right, Katie. I had completely forgotten about that, but that is right. There was a little cadre of ladies, a little cadre of.
And this is the first time I've seen her name, so maybe she's been watching in the shadows.
Katie, have you been lurking in the shadows? It's okay if you have. I love you anyway.
And Andrew Stolnicki is watching.
Andrew Stolnicki. What's up, my brother? What's up?
And Frank Jemison.
Morning, Frank.
He got his 1 hour of course this weekend.
All right then, 1 hour. Well done. Well done. Okay. Well, let's get underway, shall we? Shall we?
Lewis.
Is Lewis out there? Lewis! Good morning to you, sir. One of my favorite people of all time, Lewis Glazer.
And he's so good at always saying people's names.
Yes. he does do that. All right, here we go. Side straddle hops for 10. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're doing the Wildman today, boys and girls. So get your dumbbells in your hands. Oh, I forgot to say happy belated Father's Day to you guys that are fathers out there. I hope you guys had a good day, an odd Father's Day for sure.
Did you have a good day?
I had a terrible day. I had to spend Father's Day with Ashley. And, you know, Ashley fed me Triscuits.
What?
Triscuits and cheese. You know that, not the cheese, not like real cheese, but the cheese that you squirt out of a can. I think that's mostly a petroleum product. Cheese whiz, that's what it is, Sandy? All right. Here we go. We're doing wide stance sumo squats, just the squat only. We're not doing the press. And we're going to do several repetitions of this, so don't get distracted. Here we go. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put the dumbbells down. And you can walk that off for just a second.
Sweetie, her boyfriend is Jay Lee.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, and I had totally forgotten that.
Of course.
And she said he's been paying for them. And I meant Lurk
Okay.
Basement watching.
Yeah. Katie, that's right. You are no freeloader. Katie.
I did not mean that.
Sorry for any implication
I
that
just
might have been.
recognized that name, and now I do.
Well, of course. Well, we'll forgive you. I wish you were nice.
I'm trying, sir.
I realized that the other day we'd started a discussion about strength, and I didn't really get to that like I wanted to. So today I'm going to try and hang some meat, so to speak, on the. Yeah. Where's my plate? See, I never even found a purpose for it. All right, dumbbells right back in your hands. I had it, but I didn't know what to do with it, which is pretty much what you expect a dog to experience when they chase a car and catch it. What exactly is the dog going to do with that car? Here we go. Wide stance sumo squats again. Same as before. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll do it. Put the dumbbells down, and you can walk that one off. So, the 5 points of fitness, as I've made mention of them before, and it's probably a good time to, it's always a good time to review the five points of fitness. So, first of all, is the muscle strength and endurance. Second one would be cardiorespiratory, cardiovascular strength and endurance. And then 3, 4, and 5, flexibility, agility, and balance. Get ready for it, every balanced approach to fitness will have all 5 of those as components. And so what I wanted to talk about today was strength. And it's a relative term based upon whatever it is that if you're an athlete, it's relative to whatever sport you're doing. But what if you're not an athlete necessarily? You're not a professional athlete. As I've said before, I had one summer when I was a professional triathlete. And so, oh yeah, I spent 3 months as a professional athlete. Okay, well, thank you. All right, pick up the dumbbells. We'll do your last set of wide stance sumo squats, and then we'll continue our discussion about strength.
Tony Ludlow is watching from California.
Hello there, Tony.
Santee, California.
We're out there from California, and you're up pretty early then. Here we go. Ready? Exercise. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll do it. Put the dumbbells down, and we'll take sort of an official break.
And Jenny Rudemiller's watching as well.
Morning, Jenny. Morning. Who else
Jenny Rudemiller.
besides Jenny?
That was
Well, when you've got Jenny, you don't really need anything else. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. There we go. Okay, so now back to strength. I alluded to the actor, big guy, played the Mountain in Game of Thrones. He's probably 6'7", 6'8", enormous guy. He is recently competing in World's Strongest Man competition. And not just him, but all those guys that are competing, enormous guys, huge guys. So if you took that guy, if you took any of those that are competing at that level, and you then compared them to, say, Simone Biles, American gymnast, and you said, so which one of them is stronger? Well, obviously, it would be it'd be the huge body, or not that he's not a bodybuilder, but the huge power lifter guys but they're really over muscled. So we'll talk about that. How do you judge strength? And really, it's not what you think. We'll get to it in just a second. Okay, on your mats, on your backs, on your mats, on your stomachs, rather. We're going to do your first set of push-ups, ladies and gentlemen. First set of push-ups. First set of push-ups. First set of push-ups. First set of push-ups. All right.
first of the week, my favorite.
Okay. Again, if you need to modify the push-ups to do them from your knees, then that's fine. Never sacrifice form for repetitions. Don't go half the way down in order to keep up with the repetitions that we're doing. Go ahead and make sure that you do a full range of motion all the way down, all the way back up. Okay, on your stomachs, we'll start off on your stomachs, and of course, if you're new to this, I'm going to say push up, and on the up part, you will scream out, or no, maybe not scream. You would explode up, and in your loudest, most patriotic voice, you would yell out, Marine Corps! And try and sound more enthusiastic and more and stronger than the studio audience, who seems to be made up of a lot of Pee Wee Herman impersonators. There's the dog, and the studio audience gets distracted by it. The smallest. It's a dog. It's a pug dog. We got to get going. It's a pug dog in a wagon. Man, that's a life.
Or that dog got jealous when he saw that. He said, dude, next time.
Okay, we're moving on. Here we go. Stand by. Push up. Marine Corps. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll do it. Don't go anywhere. Flip over on your back and let's crunch. Let's crunch. I'll give you about 30 seconds to do a crunching exercise of your choice. Ready and go. 30 seconds. 29, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Roll right back over on your stomach. And we'll do another set of push-ups. What is that? Oh. We have hawks flying around here in East Memphis. Hawk. Okay. There's a place that I lived in Japan that had a family of hawks. And I was so enamored with them that my neighbors started calling me Hawk. I guess the translation would be our friend Mr. Hawk, because I'd sit out in the afternoon and watch him. Okay, let's do another set of push-ups. Stand by, push up, Marine Corps, ready, exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll do it. Don't go anywhere. Flip right back over on your back. Let's do another set of crunches. You're on the clock again for 30 seconds. Ready and go. 30 seconds. 29, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. That's good.
Our friend Henry Doggerel, he says he is relocated from Asheville to Hardy, Arkansas for a few weeks, and he is tuned in.
Wow. Henry, that's an odd jump. I know where Asheville is, and of course I know where Hardy is. You'll have to
Gonna float or canoe
on the Spring River. You have to tell us how this little transfer took place.
Ooh, and we definitely need to shout out to Cindy McDonald.
Cindy McDonald.
Oh my gosh, new wing order.
Cindy,
Best hot wings.
Cindy is a former student and a friend of mine, and she and her husband. As I have mentioned before, Cindy, this is not the first time I've given New Wing Order a shout out.
We had some last week, and they were those teriyaki ones.
Yeah, let me just tell you, you guys here in Memphis, if you've not tried the New Wing Order, and it's a food truck that has different locations. You can find them on Facebook. We had not tried the teriyaki flavored.
But Callie, our daughter, got some, so I
And
snuck one of those.
we snuck some, and let me tell you, y'all, those are delicious. I'm just going to tell you. Next time around, we're going to order some more of those. Okay, let's do your last set of push-ups. Stand by. Push up. Marine Corps, ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll do it. Everybody up on your feet. Side straddle hops for 3. Ready? 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 Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll walk that off.
And we have somebody watching from another place.
Another place.
This is Leila is tuning in from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
Mechanicsburg. I
Never
actually,
heard of that.
I know where that is, actually. Mechanicsburg. I sure do.
It's L-E-L-A, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Layla.
But she is watching from Mechanicsburg.
Well, thank you for tuning in. Let us know how to phonetically say your name,
Please.
because names are important to people.
Yes.
Dale Carnegie's seminal book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. You shouldn't be discouraged from reading it because the name sounds a little bit, for this generation, sounds a little bit, I don't know, a little corny, a little hokey, something like that. It is probably one of the best books on interpersonal relationships and leadership, as well as you put that together with Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You put those two books together, and seriously, you've got...
You get this.
You put them all together, and you get all of this.
Oh.
Well, he says that, Dale Carnegie said that a person's name is the sweetest sound in their ears, and so remembering their names is important, and people don't do it well enough. They don't even take someone will say, "Hi, my name is Bob," and then 5 seconds later the person says, "Now tell me again what your name is." Dude, it was Bob. I said it from the beginning. My name was Bob. See, you got to work at it.
Lewis is awesome.
Got to work at it.
Lewis.
Lewis is good. Got to work at it. Thank you. So the new wing order, the teriyaki flavored, add that to your next order for those folks, Cindy and Jesse McDonald. All right, let's move on then to stationary lunges. Get your dumbbells in your hands. We'll do a set of stationary lunges. Left leg forward, right leg back. Left leg forward, right leg back. Good long stride. Keep your back straight, your head up. Ready? Exercise. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put the dumbbells down. We'll go the other way in just a second. We'll walk this off for just a second. I spent our break time talking about Cindy and Jesse and the new wing order. For those of you in Memphis, you don't want to miss out on that.
The hot wing nachos.
Those are good. We haven't had anything from them that isn't delicious. So if you want to support local businesses, absolutely. So I spent all the time plugging new wing order and didn't say anything about strength. So we'll get there in just a second. Okay, dumbbells right back in your hands. Now we'll go the other way. It was left leg forward, right leg back. Now we'll go right leg forward, left leg back. Ready? Exercise. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put the dumbbells down, and we'll walk that off, and I'll try and make another installment about the strength. So I was comparing and contrasting the strongest men in the world competition guys, the competitors, and say an Olympic gymnast, and I used Simone Biles as an example because she is incredible. So if you put them side by side and said, okay, pick the one that's strongest, of course you're going to pick the strongest man competitor. But that strongest man competitor is really over-muscled. He's over-strong, if you could imagine that. All of the strength that he has is unnecessary to healthy, fit living. In fact, I would go so far as to say, I doubt that those guys would do very well on the 5 points of fitness. Strength, I'm pretty sure that they got it. I don't think they have a whole lot of stamina though. I know they don't have a whole lot of cardio going on, and they're not probably doing too much flexibility. I'm not sure about the agilities or the balance. They're really strong in that one thing, and that of course is simply not enough. So put the two athletes together and you can easily pick out the strong one. But if you were asked how strong should someone be, you don't do that at the health club or one of those places that's full of germs and perverts and say, hey man, what are you benching? If you've ever been in one of these places and you're a guy, that has probably happened to you. Hey man, what you benching? Like, it's none of your business, man. Why does it matter? Hey bro science. All right, we'll get back to bro science in just a second.
Says Simone. We picked Simone.
Simone,
And Chris is watching, and while we're doing this next one, Henry says that his wife and I have an old cabin in Hardy for many years, and their kids were all raised coming to Hardy in the summer. And they're coming to join them later in the week for his July 3rd birthday, followed by the fireworks, which are traditionally launched nationally following his birthday.
well, how wonderful is that, Henry? Thank you for that.
The July 4th fireworks.
Left leg forward, right leg back. Here we go. Ready? Exercise. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Everybody.
2,
1, 2. Studio audience over there smoking dope. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put that down and we'll go back the other way in just a second. So what I want you to think about in terms of strength is really not strength at all. It's muscle mass. And so health-wise, strength-wise, you should have only about 25, give or take, percent of your body would be body fat. And the rest of that would be considered lean muscle mass. We can talk about all of that at length, but the easiest way to determine whether or not you have enough strength or you have enough muscle mass is to measure it on a percentage basis. Now, how do you measure it? That's what we'll tackle in just a second. Okay, let's go the other way now. Right leg forward, left leg back. Here we go. Ready? Exercise. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, put that down and we'll walk that off. You went all the way to 17. Okay. Now let's talk some more about strength and percentages of body fat. So, the most accurate measurement of body mass or muscle mass, percentage of body fat, is done in a very expensive tank called a specific gravity tank test, and it's very expensive, and you don't find too many of them anywhere. You can't buy them at Bed Bath & Beyond. Usually your exercise science departments at major universities will have one. Some hospitals, I think in Memphis, there was one. I don't know if there still is one. There was one at Methodist North though, wasn't it? So that's the most accurate way. Everything else under that is going to be some variation of approximations of percentage of body fat and muscle mass. We'll get to that. All right, dumbbells in your hands. Was that our last set? Was that 3 sets? Second set. Here we go. Let's do our last set of stationary lunges. Left leg forward, right leg back. Here we go. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. If you're new to this, we did not just rob the bank. 1, 2, 3. Yet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll do it. Put the dumbbells down. Walk that off. We'll go the other way in just a second. And as we're walking that off, so the other ways to measure the percentage of body fat, the next way down from the specific gravity, and if you had specific gravity test at number 1, the next thing I'm going to give you on the list would probably be number 12. So there's a big gap in between what is accurate and the next thing that comes as an approximation. So that is, and even your best now approximation is still going to be, still a pretty good gap between what's best and your next best approximation.
I tell you, I did the hydrostatic weighing in college at San Diego State.
The hydrostatic weighing at San Diego State.
It was one guy and one girl, but what I didn't like is the professor didn't tell me that after they did it, before they gave me the results, he had people guess what my body fat percentage was. And on some people, I was like, thanks a lot.
Well,
And it was lower than most people had guessed that was happening.
yeah, did you go, in your face,
I know,
losers?
but I was like, so the guys were like 12%, and me were like 36.
Okay, let's go the other way now. Right leg forward, left leg back. This will be our last set of stationary lunges. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put that down and we'll walk that off. We'll take an official break and I'll try and make some more progress in this discussion about strength and percentages of body fat and percentage of lean muscle mass. So your hydrostatic testing is here, your specific gravity testing is here, and then your next thing would be skin fold caliper test. And what you would do is you'd buy some skin fold calipers, and you get them from any number of places, and you'll take a reading, or you'll probably have to get somebody to help you out. Take a reading at 5 different places in your body. Your belly, the back of your triceps, back of your arm, front of your arm, your back, and it seems like there's one other, the thigh. And so you won't be able to do some of those yourself. You won't be able to do your arms, the 2 readings on your arms, or the reading in your back. So you can do your stomach and your thighs, and they've got a chart if those are your only 2 places to measure. But if you're able to have someone that you can work with, someone, a spouse or friend, or someone that you're not afraid for them to take the measurements on you, then you can train them. And it takes some training too. You have to be consistent in the place that you squeeze the skin, and then you put the calipers on it. So you have to be consistent with where you do it, and then how long you leave it in place. So once the calipers come down, you let the calipers sit for just a second or so that it gets a more accurate reading. And so the challenge there is to be consistent and accurate at every spot, and that also takes some practice. And then once you do that, you'll get a sum of centimeters of skin fold or skin fat, and then that will coincide on a chart with your estimated percentage of body fat, percentage of muscle mass.
I think very many people use that anymore, because now we also have the bioelectrical impedance.
I'm getting there. Okay, let's do on your backs with your dumbbells in your hands. We're going to do flies and pullovers. Flies and pullovers. Flies and pullovers. So we'll do, again, we're going to do a number of repetitions here, so don't take a break. Number of repetitions. Here we go. Hands facing inboard for your flies and pullovers. Ready? Exercise. Go out for 1, 2, take it back for 3, and that is? And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put the dumbbells down. Don't go anywhere. Just stay right there on your back and let's crunch. I'll give you 30 seconds to do a crunching exercise of your choice. Ready, go. 30, 29, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right. Dumbbells right back in your hands, and we'll do your second set of flies and pullovers. We won't do as many. We'll do a reduced number of repetitions for this. Here we go. Ready? Exercise. Go out for 1, 2, take it back for 3 and say 1. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put the dumbbells down and stay right there on your backs. And we're crunching again. You've got 30 seconds to crunch. Any kind of crunching will work. For 29, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Dumbbells right back in your hands, and we'll knock out our last set of flies and pullovers. This time, let's have your hands facing your feet. Hands facing your feet this time. Here we go. On your backs, hands facing your feet for the flies and pullovers. Ready? Exercise. Go out for 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put the dumbbells down. Everybody up on your feet. Side straddle hops for 3. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll walk that off and take a break. And off. Make another installment on the percentage of body fat / percentage of of muscle mass. So the problem with the skin fold calipers is, unless you buy some really expensive skin fold calipers, they're not going to be consistently right every time. So the first ones that I bought were they were kind of cheap, and to keep the calipers together, there was just a spring. And after a while, as you might imagine, that spring would, my kids were bad about grabbing it and flexing it like it was, so that of course fatigued the spring, so that you didn't get a proper squeezing every time. So again, in order to get something close to accurate, you'd have to spend a lot of money on a very expensive set of skin fold calipers. Okay, since how most people are not going to do that, the next best thing is those body impedance measurements that you can get at Bed Bath & Beyond, and any number of scales that you stand on bare feet, some device that you hold. Some high-end treadmills will have well, it's not electrodes, but they're sensors on some handle or something that you can. Now, even at those, there's going to be a variation of accuracies in those things too. So already we're talking about, you've moved from the number one thing, now you're down to under the 10, and even within that range, you're going to get a whole bunch of estimations. All of that said, starting somewhere, if this is of interest to you, starting somewhere is better than starting nowhere. And even if you're using the same scale that may not be as accurate as something that's cost several $100s, if you have the same reading every time, if it's consistent in its reading, you'll at least have something to measure and say, okay, well, it said that my percentage of body fat this time was say 30%. If it is consistently 30%, and then you go on a bender or something, and you don't measure yourself for I don't know, say maybe during a pandemic, and you drag those things out and you dust them off, and you say, oh, I wonder what this will be, and then you get on it, and instead of it saying 30%, it says now 40%, then you can have some measure of confidence that it's measuring on a consistent basis. It may not be absolutely accurate. If you compared it to that hydrostatic testing, there would be some variation in that. But what it is, it's consistently measuring apples to apples every time. Okay. All right, get your dumbbells in your hands. We're going to move on to rows. All together. I'm sorry? Here we go. All together rows. So you want to make sure that you bring your dumbbells all the way up to your armpit level. So don't get them hung at your hips. If you got big old hips and they're grabbing a hold of your dumbbells, maybe you need to adjust your size of your hips. Here we go. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. Well, Tony, that's not very nice. I'm sorry. I can't see your hips, so I don't really know. I can't see you at all, y'all. I can't see you at all. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put the dumbbells down. Let's do a quick little balance thing while we're waiting for the next set. Plant your left leg. Bring your right leg straight up and hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go straight ahead for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing it around to the side and get it up high for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to the rear for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way right straight back up again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross it over and up and down on your toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. We'll go to the other way after the next set.
Say good morning to your niece, Lauren Walden.
Hello, Elle. How are you? Bless your heart. All right, dumbbells right back in your hands. Kiss all your babies for me. Here we go. Another set of rows. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put that down. And now let's go the other way. Plant your right leg. Bring your left leg straight up. And hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it straight ahead for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing it around to the side and get it up high for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the rear for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way right, straight back up again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross it over and up and down on your toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Walk that off.
Said hi, Uncle Tony. I love and miss you.
I love and miss you too. How about your little sister following in your swimming footsteps? Nora joined the swim team, just like Lauren was on the swim team. And
Pretty awesome.
yes, I traveled to Little Rock to see Lauren swim in the same aquatic center at the University of Arkansas that I had my very famous springboard choker. I walked in, I hadn't been in that place in
Did you start sweating immediately?
I looked at the diving board and started going, oh, oh.
She still has her rider's jacket.
How about that? How about that? Okay, dumbbells right back in your hands. We'll do our last set of rows. Our last set of rows. Some of you enjoy that particular story. Tony Ludlow's springboard choker. Here we go, ready, exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put that down and we'll walk that off. We've got a bit of a break, I think. Okay, so back to the strength part. If you typically the more you spend on a device like a scale that will measure your percentage of body fat, percentage of lean muscle mass, in one of those cases, the more money you spend, the better it will be, and that's generally true. I would suggest anything made by Tanita, and I say that because Tanita was the first company to come out with this. It was really sort of their invention, and everything else has sort of been a knockoff. That's not to say that other brands are not as good. I just don't have as much experience with those other brands as I do Tanita. But if you look on Amazon and you look at the reviews, I'm sure you'll find something that you'll be at least you'll be happy with, and then it'll be consistent across the board. You'll always be measuring apples to apples, and that's really what you want. Even if it's not exactly right, at least now you're measuring the same thing to the same thing, and you'll see a variation of that. Okay, dumbbells right back in your hands. We'll do a set of bicep curls.
I have a correction. I misspoke with the name of Lauren's swim team. It wasn't the Ride Riders, it was the Tide Riders. Which makes a lot more sense.
I thought so. Tide Riders sounded right, but who am I? I wasn't gonna correct my wife in public on the internets. I ain't no dummy. Here we go, bicep curls. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. I was born in the morning, but not this morning. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
8,
1, 2, 3.
9,
Now you notice I've gone to alternating because
10,
I started to fatigue when I was doing them all together.
11,
I say it at the right time, Sandy. 1, 2, not yet.
12,
1, 2.
13, 14, 15.
Cut! Okay, Sandy, you may need to just count in your quiet voice in your head. I know, it was my fault. I started talking and I'm sorry. That's clearly my fault as the instructor. Okay. All right, all of that to say, strength, and really we're not talking about so much strength so that you can brag about some, hey man, hey bro, what are you benching? Just lie. Just, hey bro, what are you benching? I'm benching 500. How about you? Oh, I don't think you are. Well, today's my leg day, so I'm not going to be benching. And by the way, you'll never hear me talk about, okay, today's a leg day. You'll never hear me say that because we never do that. And there's a good reason for that. Most of you know. I may have to remind you as we go. All right, dumbbells right back in your hands. If you need to alternate, feel free to do that. Or, in my case, I'm going to use a little lighter dumbbells. That's right, I said it, lighter dumbbells.
Louis still has his original Tanata scale from long ago.
Here we go. All together now. Ready? Exercise. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3.
5,
1, 2, 3.
6,
1, 2, 3.
7,
1, 2, 3.
8,
1, 2, 3.
9,
1, 2, 3. There we go. Put the dumbbells down. And we'll just do this a little bit. I was thinking about coming out with some scales of my own, the Sergeant Tony version of the scales. And so if you stepped on it and your percentage of body fat was over what it should be, my voice would come out of it going, oh my gosh, what is wrong with you, you big fatty? That's what I was.
you are so wrong.
I haven't developed it yet. And so far none of the
Everything else wins.
I'll get me a Kickstarter campaign. Well, people have said I needed to come out with my own version of an alarm clock
Oh, I agree.
that
Peter.
said when it was time to get up, I would start yelling, get up, get up, get up, get out of the bed, you big fat slob, you lazy bum. Okay, Sandy, you don't have to buy that alarm clock. Gosh, what a bunch of... So the big fat was okay, but it was the lazy part that got you. The lazy bum. Well, some people are sensitive about that. Here's a trigger. All right, dumbbells right back in your hands. We got one more set of bicep curls. And I'm going to be alternating these from the beginning. If you're able to do them all together, start out doing them all together, that's great. I'm going to be alternating mine. Ready? Exercise. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5's all we got to do. Put those down and just do this. We'll do side straddle hops for 5. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll walk that off for just a second. I'll get rid of this mat. We won't need that anymore.
Talking about strength, it reminded me of Lauren's grandmother, who told me that when she realized she didn't have enough is when she went to pick up a paint can
Oh,
and had trouble lifting the paint can and realized that she had lost so much strength.
having trouble picking up a paint can. That'll tell you something. And you don't always have to buy expensive dumbbells or anything. You can a paint can full of paint is what would be the weight of a full paint can?
Gallon, 10 pounds.
10 pounds, 10, 12 pounds. Okay. In the Marine Corps, we didn't have fancy dumbbells, so we use buckets full of water. And so buckets full of water, doing upright rows, doing lateral raises with the buckets full of water. I may or may not have, when someone wasn't looking, poured a little water out of my bucket. Well,
I was thinking I'd want to splash myself probably.
maybe.
It's hot outside.
Maybe. All right, dumbbells right back in your hands. We're going to do a set of military presses. Military presses. Speaking of the military. We'll do these all together if you can. I'll be alternating mine. I got a little bit of a shoulder tweak that I'm going to be working around. So all together if you can, alternating if you must. Here we go. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put the dumbbells down and walk that off a little bit. Tell you what we'll do. I've got my cone set up. I'm going to do the two-step Heisman Trophy drill for 5. You can join me if you don't even have to have cones to do this. Just do the stepping motions. Here we go. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 5. Okay, dumbbells right back in your hands. And we'll do a set of Arnold presses. Again, if you can do these all together, great. If you need to alternate like I am, that's also okay too. Here we go. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put the dumbbells down and we'll walk that off. The problem with strength and fitness, the problem with that is that our modern lifestyle doesn't really require the same sort of physical involvement that, let's say, our ancestors 150 years ago did, where nothing was automated. So you had to use manual labor to get everything done. No cars, so you either rode a horse or you walked. So our ancestors got a whole lot more opportunities to be physically challenged. Our modern lifestyle does not require a lot of physical challenges, so that you can find yourself, since your last workout, you could find yourself bending over to pick up a full bucket of paint, and realizing you were having difficulty picking it up because there was no opportunity in your modern day-to-day lifestyle to challenge your muscles at all. So like I've said before, the body is a very efficient machine. It will continue to eliminate redundancies. If you don't use it, the body says you don't need it, and the body will eliminate it. It will shrink itself. Muscles will shrink to the level of work that is required of them. Okay, dumbbells. That's right. As you get older, things don't get better. Whoever said that we're like fine wine, getting better with age, was lying. We are not fine wine getting better with age. We are aging sailing ships in need of constant repair and maintenance. That's right. That's right. Most of the people who exercise are in their 20s, 30s. That's the wrong age. I mean, they should, of course, but the people that need to be exercising the most are over 40. All right, dumbbells right back in your hands. We'll do a set of, I'm going to do a set of alternating overhead presses, hands facing inboard. We're going a little bit long today, so if you have to go, you know where to get the rest of this workout. Here we go. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I tricked you up, didn't I? Tricked you up. There you're welcome. I know. That's what I messed with your bronchial region. Another lap with the I don't know if you guys can see the folks there with the dogs and that one dog riding in a wagon. Man, I should have it so hard.
People need to zoom in on that.
Why don't you take All right, here we go. Dumbbells right back in your hands. Put them back behind your head. We're going to do a set of tricep extensions.
I promise everybody will say, oh, isn't he cute? That's exactly what they
Here we go. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, just because I'm using one dumbbell doesn't mean that you shouldn't use both of yours, because if you got lightweight dumbbells, use them both if you can. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put the dumbbells down and walk that off for just a second. Back to the strength and the comparing the two different athletes. My guess would be also that Simone Biles would be able to go out and run for a longer sustained period of time than that world's strongest man competitor. I don't see those guys going past 50 yards on a run, personally.
Cranky Pants had a comment on what I said about pulling you around on a wagon. She said, it's coming, Ashley.
Y'all shut up. Y'all shut up. Don't encourage that. And you, Cranky Pants, you shut your mouth. I know where you live and I know where you work. I can find you. I'm a trained killer too. Have you forgotten that? Okay, dumbbells right back in your hands. Put them back behind your head. We're doing our next to last set right here. Ready?
Hall Lagasse is watching too.
Well, hey there. That was Karen. Hey, Karen. And did you free yourself from that kidnapper, Mark? Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Walk that off. We're getting close to the end. While we're taking this little break, let me say again to thank you. Those of you, if you missed the thank you in the beginning, thanking those of you that have made contributions to the virtual Venmo tip jar. Others of you have done more than just tip. You've actually made some substantial contributions to the cause. And so I thank you for that. And I will continue to thank you because, you know, you're just being generous. And I'll try and take a page from the televangelist. You get a blessing. The Lord will bless you in direct proportion to how you bless Tony. Okay.
Your friend Gregory L. Hall is watching.
Greg Hall, my buddy from, I've said this before, we were patrol boys together. That's right.
I bet people said, aren't they adorable?
You know they did. All the girls at school said, aren't these two patrol boys just adorable, Greg and Tony? Okay, dumbbells right back in your hands, right back behind your head. Last set right here.
Quick question on this.
Sure.
So when we're doing one, normally I have one hand first and the other hand on top of it. Should we switch, like which way our hands go, so one arm gets...
Ashley has asked about hand positions here. If you're doing just one dumbbell, should you have the right? As you can see, I've kind of got both of mine sort of doing the same thing. So one isn't on top of the other so much so. So if you have to do it like this, it might be a good idea to switch. Occasionally switch. But if you can do something like this right here, this is the recommended.
That's what I try to do, but I didn't know if I need to have, because one hand sort of cups it a little more than the other.
I don't think it's a problem. Here we go. Ready? Exercise. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Put that down. And y'all, we are changing gears here. We are changing gears. If you're new to this, the changing of the gears means that we're going to spend the next 2 minutes in quiet prayer and meditation. There is no prescribed way for you to sit or to lie down. You can lie down on your backs or your stomach. You can sit in any posture that's comfortable to you. If you got a chair, you can use that as well. There's no prescribed way for you to pray or meditate either. You can use this time as best as you can see fit to calm your mind and be mindful. And we're beginning now. Now you can come forward on your hands and flutter kick your legs behind you if you need to get some circulation in your legs. If you were sitting in a Japanese posture as I was, and then you can roll back to a catcher stance. And from the catcher stance, you can stand up straight, roll your shoulders back, breathe in deep and exhale slow. And we are done, all done, everybody. Turn to your neighbor, say, way to go, good neighbor. And I've kept you guys a little longer today, and I apologize for the length. We added a little more education into the discussion this morning, and I hope that was beneficial. If it wasn't, I'll refund your money.
We have two more people to say good morning.
Two more?
Real quick. Lisa Jensen.
Hey, Lisa.
And Rachel Mercado.
Hello, Rachel. Good morning to both of you guys. Glad to see you. Again, I don't know you're there unless you chime in and say something. So you can hide, and you can lurk in the shadows. Listen, it's Monday. Have a great Monday. I'll see you on Wednesday. Take care of yourself. Wear a mask. Be careful. Don't do anything foolish. See you on Wednesday.